with a better solution. Scottish medical student James Younger Simpson was brash, precocious and deeply ambitious. In 1827, aged only 16, he attended his first operation, surgery to remove a breast. With no painkillers, the only thing her surgeon could offer the woman was speed. Simpson found the whole experience so horrific that for a while he gave up medicine. But it also made him think about the importance of pain relief. And then in 1846, he receives momentous news. A dentist in Boston called William Morton has performed the first painless surgery using a substance called ether. Simpson tried out ether on his patients and soon discovered it was effective. But it had problems. This is a bottle of ether, and it's quite unpleasant. It's quite pungent, and I better not sniff too much of it, otherwise I'm going to pass out on the ground. It was originally made by mixing alcohol with sulfuric acid, and people used to, unbelievably enough, drink it at parties. Now, it was an extremely effective anaesthetic, but it had one big drawback, which I think, Andrew, you're going to show us.
Yes, indeed.
It's a nice spray of this stuff. Wow. See why it's a drawback, because if you're in the operating theatre, and presumably they were gas-lit at that time,
absolutely,
you knock over a bottle of ether, suddenly everybody loses their shirts,
yes,
literally. As well as being explosive and pungent, ether irritated patients' throats and made them thrash about. Not what you want in delicate surgery. So the opportunity was still there to find a better anaesthetic. In 1847, while sniffing chemicals at home, Simpson stumbled on chloroform. Simpson himself didn't actually discover chloroform. That had been done 15 years earlier by Dr. Samuel Guthrie. He, for reasons best known to himself, mixed together 2 gallons of whiskey with a couple of pounds of chlorinated lime, put them together, and then fed this substance to his daughter. She took a sip, declared it quite delicious, and then passed out. He decided to market it as a stimulant and never realized that, in fact, it was an anesthetic.
And so there you are, there's chloroform.
Fantastic, thank you. I think give it a little sniff. It's actually much nicer, much nicer than ether. It's got a sort of fruity nose to it, and I can see why Simpson and his friends enjoyed it so much. Actually, I can begin to feel, I'm not sure it's suggestion, but I'm beginning to feel some sort of effect. Thank you. I think I might hand this one back. There's actually a bit of an after-kick to this, isn't there? Simpson successfully used chloroform on a few patients. And then, with the zeal for self-promotion worthy of a 21st century marketing man, announced his stupendous findings to the medical world. Simpson gave a talk to a group of interested doctors. He extolled the virtues of chloroform, and at the end, he got out a handkerchief and a bottle, and he asked them if any of them fancied giving it a try. Soon, great hilarity ensued as men fell unconscious to the ground, while others wandered around in a state of great intoxication. Fortunately for the men who were unconscious, they all woke up. Others, however, who were to try chloroform would not be so lucky. Fanned by Simpson's enthusiasm, chloroform became widely used. And as that happened, patients began to die. First a handful, then a dozen, then in their hundreds. Simpson refused to believe there was anything seriously wrong or investigate what was causing the death.